Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Eric.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. How was your Thanksgiving?
Our Thanksgiving was good.
Well, how did you experience it? Did you sleep well? Did you eat well?
I slept on
Did you
a
speak well?
twin bed
Yeah.
that was hard as a brick.
So not ideal?
Not ideal, but it was a super dark room. So
This was not a hotel. This was our Aunt Marge's place out in the Poconos.
Yeah.
You were not, on a Casper mattress.
I was not. I was on a whack.
Damn. What if Aunt Marge is listening?
Yeah, I don't have a better. I don't have a better descriptor. It honestly felt like I was sleeping on just like a slab of stone. Like it did not move.
Some people do that to sort of like get right, you know?
Yeah, not me.
No. But otherwise, you ate well?
I ate great.
Good.
Had some great food.
Good conversation. You went for a run.
Conversation was fine.
Okay. Well, hold on. Not Thanksgiving night, but the night after, the Friday night. Mm-hmm. Wasn't it crazy how out of the blue, this was not a conversation about work. This was not a conversation about music. Mm-hmm. This was not a conversation about pop culture. Mom, in the middle of like some other, I don't know, zone, just like pulled up and nailed a 3 when she dropped the name Pusha T.
That was crazy.
And she just sort of like crossed her arms and sat back. It was like, yeah.
I don't remember what the conversation was.
Me neither.
It didn't have anything to do with the clips.
And no, but it also wasn't like, we misheard her or something.
No.
This is
with
a purpose.
She wasn't making a joke.
She said Pusha T.
Pusha T.
She just wanted to put that out there. And then that led into like, I don't know.
All these 70-year-olds being like, hey, who's ASAP Rocky?
But
and why does he keep being brought up during the Ukraine hearings?
We did have a chance to watch some TV. We played board games. We did bring Scrabble out to the Poconos.
Uh-huh.
And
you and I were playing.
Yeah, we were the only ones really who took advantage of the Scrabble board there.
Yeah.
You play crossword puzzles like all the time on the New York Times crossword app.
Yeah, at different concerts.
You're very well read. I would say I'm well read, but maybe not as avid a reader as you.
Okay.
Maybe my vocabulary isn't as great.
Is this like an Eminem like battle rap? Like you're just like putting all like your shitty.
I faced off against you, and the odds were stacked against me. And let's just be clear: we played 3 games, or maybe 2.5 games, and you just ran away with the first one. Mm-hmm. You just like showed off. Second one, I was like, oh, I remember how this goes. Second one.
You also play with like made up words.
No, they're not made up words. I did check my phone to say like, is this okay for Scrabble? Mm-hmm. And my phone would tell me yes. Great. Or no, and I wouldn't use the ones that said no. Mm-hmm. What made up word might you be talking about?
Specifically, I put down ooze and you turned it into coos.
I did. What's wrong with that? That's allowed.
Well, no, the only issue is that Mom walked over and goes, what is that word? And you go, it's slang.
I did say it was slang. Yeah, coos. See?
No, you don't have to spell it out. We get it.
Just to be fair, I was looking for an S and an N. Snooze. Didn't happen. There was something else. You had edit. You put down EDIT, edit. And I was hoping that you would say
edit.
I would have allowed that. That would have been great.
Yeah. All I needed was...
I don't know if people remember this. So we've been around for a while. And when Max B was free and running around and we were doing sketches, we teamed up and did what would go on to become a pretty famous sketch by us where we played Max B...
In Scrabble. Yeah.
At his apartment up in the Bronx.
We were making up... people can watch it. We don't need to explain it.
Okay, you should go watch that video.
Yeah.
But it did make me think what a great idea that was. Mm-hmm. And who knows? Maybe it needs an update. Free Max B. Jeff, who's on the podcast today?
What a weird intro.
Which part?
You had no way to close that out, so you just go, all right, let's talk about what's coming up. All right. Well,
Jeff, who's on the podcast today?
Cousin Stizz.
Free
Max B. You know what I'm saying?
Boston's own. Shout out to Jeremy Corellis. Free Max B.
Yeah.
Boston's own Cousin Stizz, who, man, he's made a big splash.
He's not from Boston. He's from Dorchester.
My apologies to everybody in the 617. Mm-hmm. No, but this kid, He landed on the scene, made a big splash in a short amount of time. We do talk to a lot of veterans. It's fun to talk to somebody who, in a short period of time, has made such a big impact and can discuss that journey.
Yeah, like we have people up here who are young and are idiots, and he is young and not an idiot.
This is true.
So
really nice to hear that kind of perspective, to know where exactly he's from. Because, listen, you did go to Boston University. You spent 4 years out there.
No big deal. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like going to prison, I guess.
Probably not. Free Max B.
Yeah.
I have a certain idea of what Boston is like. Mm-hmm. And, is it the mecca of hip-hop? One could say no.
Lots of people would say no. Almost everybody would say no. But it is cool to see what Stizz has done by himself and with the people around him.
Yeah, and also shout out to emerging markets,
Yes. Shout out to emerging markets.
Shout out to all our friends out there in Boston. It'd be nice to do a show out there sometime. Jeff,
I agree.
Anything else that we should discuss before we get into this podcast?
Yeah, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/itsthereal.
Nice.
Twitter at itsthereal, Instagram at itsthereal.
Those are all important.
Wherever streaming platform you're listening to this on, why don't you hit that subscribe button? You want to know what? Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Get it.
There's this very subtle difference between just
Get it.
no, not no, smashing a button and clicking a button.
I feel honestly, as much as I don't like Gary Vee, this is like the Gary Vee in me. I'm just like, smash that subscribe button.
Wow.
Smash it.
Super Smash Brothers. Jeff, when do you want to get into this?
Right now.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, a.k.a. Piano Mover, a.k.a. Pull Up With The Strap.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, a.k.a. Put the iron to your dome, a.k.a. Home Alone.
Wow. Yo, it's Cousin Stizz, a.k.a. something that was as tight as that. Man, I put me on the spot, bro.
Yes, your third favorite podcast to waste time with It's The Real. Stizz, what's happening?
What's going on, baby?
Everything is good. How are you?
I'm chilling, man.
We're really excited to have you up here for so many reasons. One is that our friend Jeremy Corellis has been singing your praises for
Happy belated, Jeremy.
the longest. Happy belated.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steady Leanin'.
Absolutely.
What does Steady Leanin' mean to the city, and what does it mean to you?
It's a staple in the city.
Yeah.
Good Life. Shout out to Good Life. Shout out to Purple, man. Shout out Steady Leaning, like for real.
Yeah.
They put a lot of stuff together for the city.
I went to school at BU.
Oh, nice.
When I was up there wasn't really like a hip hop culture.
For sure.
And then you came up, and it seems like there's like an actual energy in the city.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Michael Christmas.
Talk about like what hip hop culture was when you were growing up, and then like where you fit into that.
Well, when I was growing up, hip hop was everything. You feel me? Like, well, to me personally, just being in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, just growing up how I was growing up, and like being around my older cousins, like being around my pops, being around my mom even, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had that first 50 Cent mixtape. I think it was Guess Who's Back. Mm-hmm. That was the first time I heard that was with my mom.
Yo, your mom was down.
Yeah, my mom was a G, bro.
Yeah,
that's my guy. But so she like they put me on everything, like, you feel me? And then being outside with the homies, like I was always into hip hop. Obviously, I'm a black kid, I was always into it. So like,
but there's a difference between like New York City and Atlanta.
Oh, for sure.
And LA.
I mean, well, we
Boston.
didn't have. So like, I was listening to everybody else's stuff because we didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I was a kid, so your music had to really cut through in order for a kid to be listening to it. You feel me? So I was just listening to like a lot of like West Coast music, a lot of New York music, a lot of even the down south stuff was going crazy in my house too. But a lot of like more like cool laid back flows. Yeah. And then when I get around my cousins, it'd be more like gangster raps and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that you're like super into Gucci, Waka.
Yeah, but I discovered all that stuff like on my own. Like I was listening to that stuff like when nobody was. You know what I'm saying? Like people looking at me crazy for liking like Gucci and Waka and Soulja Boy even. Like those was like some of my favorite artists back in the day.
But you're a child of the internet, so like your music came to you through like
LimeWire, really.
LimeWire.
Bro, I was really LimeWire crazy, and like I was really on it finding myself. Like I was like it was me. Like I was like looking
Z-Share,
on the internet,
like all that.
Yeah, I was like diving deep for like yo, when are they dropping like hot new hip hop? You feel me? Back in the day, like
Nah Right, Two Dope Boys, Miss Info.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I was like heavy on that stuff, bro, because I was just I just want to know what was new.
But even to look around like the city, who really spoke to you like that was doing something in the town?
Nah, I wasn't even I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like I wasn't even like my head wasn't even on that. Like you feel me? Like I wasn't looking for any Boston rap because my head wasn't even on like being a rapper. For the longest.
Because like what I remember is like a lot of Boston rap felt like New York rap, but just like up there, and it would be like at like the Middle East or whatever like clubs were around.
Yeah.
But like there was no like thing there.
I've never like I would never even been in the Middle East until like I performed there.
Like
I knew I wasn't even. Like,
well, same.
Yeah, you feel me?
No, like the most like hip hop thing that happened when I was at BU was that at the Paradise Rock Club. Moby got beaten up by mad Eminem fans.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that's the only real thing.
Green Lantern also came through, right?
I saw Green Lantern at Avalon.
Yeah.
That's hard.
All right,
that's hard.
All right, let's go back to where you're originally from.
Grew up in Dorchester, born and raised my whole life. Grew up right behind like the basketball court. Like my crib was like literally right behind the basketball court, so like I got to see everything. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty early.
Yeah.
So that like really like and I wasn't really home a lot too growing up like either. So like that just exposed me to everything.
Oldest of three.
Two little sisters.
What's the age difference between you and the next?
It's like 6 and 10.
Okay, got it.
So like and my mom told me like real early like you're the boy. You know what I'm saying? So like you kind of gotta like do for you. You feel me? And like I'm always be there for you, obviously, but like my mom was never really worried about me. You feel me? Because I was always like I was pretty independent.
I mean, should she have been worried about you?
No, not really. I was cooling, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I was straight, bro. You feel me? Like I was cooling out there, and like I would just be out. Like I would like, cause like I said, my shit was like right behind the court. So like I'm talking about everything. Like I was seeing everything like real young. You feel me? So like by the time I like got of age, bro, like I done seen it all, done it all. So I was cooling.
Talk about like where Dorchester is in relation to Boston.
It's the part you don't really see. It's like right behind like Roxbury and everything like that, and then like right before Mattapan. So like I was like right off Blue Hill Ave, right on Glenway Street. Like I was right there, and then like my crib was right by the basketball court, the Greenwood basketball courts over there. So
do you watch all of the Boston movies?
No, not all of them. A lot of them I do though.
Yeah,
like a lot of them I do, but not all of them. I like a lot of them though.
Yeah, like The Departed,
or
like
all fire, bro. Yeah.
Do any like hit like more to your experience than others?
No, not really, because they're all about like different parts of the neighborhood. I ain't really seen one about like, there's this one called Squeeze that's really low key that people don't really know about. That's about like Fields Corner, like where I'm from. But like besides that, like I ain't never like seen nothing that like describe where I was from. It's always like Charlestown or like the North End and stuff like that.
Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, which is all cool. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of mob shit going on over there, so it makes a fire movie.
But did you ever feel like if no one else is going to tell your story, then you might as well?
Yeah. I mean, I always kind of knew I was going to do something. I just didn't know what it was. You feel me?
Like something in storytelling?
Yeah, like I always I always knew I was good at writing. Like I always been like I used to write stories like when I was a kid, like just to write them. You know what I'm saying? I used to just read a lot just to read. It'd be weird because like nobody really had to tell me to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those kids I was just gonna do it because I wanted to do it. You know, and I started like writing poetry on my own time. Like you feel me? I don't even know why. I just gravitated towards writing.
Do you think that the teachers at school like recognized that?
Yeah, I mean, I was a pretty good student until I started coming of age, you know what I'm saying? Like, till like shit started like hitting, like you start losing friends and shit like that. And like, once all that stuff, you start, seeing girls like making a little money for yourself. You like, I was a good student until around that time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I was like a straight A student, and then it just, it just kind of happens.
Sure.
Kind of like teeter.
Growing up, you and your little sisters, what'd your folks do?
My pops is a construction worker.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, and my mom, she just kind of takes care of the house.
Construction, like building what?
He's a carpenter, so he's building everything, all them buildings and shit down in the city. Every time we used to pass by some shit, he'd be like, yo, I built that.
That's dope.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's like a really like good lesson to learn too. Like,
yeah,
as a
hard
kid.
work. Yeah, my father, like, he beat in my head, like, there's no such thing as can't. Like, he was like, and him and my grandfather too, like, RP my grandfather, like, whenever I get shit back down, I used to go to like Pompano every summer. You feel me? I used to go down to Florida like every summer until I was like 16 or something. I lived with my grandparents and shit.
Wow.
But they was like big on hard work. Like my father and my grandfather's always been big on like, you're going to get in what you put in. You feel me?
We live in a time now where like everyone sort of relies on someone else to do actual hard work, right? So like, you want a TV hung, you get like a TaskRabbit, or like you want to hang a door, like good luck, right? Did you learn anything like from your dad's trade?
My dad told me not to be
Okay.
Straight up, he was like, yeah, don't do this. Like, it's like, I understand, like, yeah, but like, you don't want to be outside. You don't want to be outside waking up at 4 a.m. in the cold. You don't want to be better than this. Like, my pops was always on that. Like, yeah, this is what I do. I got a toolbox. Like, I remember I got a toolbox and I was amped about it. Like, you feel me? I was amped to build it. I remember my pop sat me down. I was like, look, this is what I do, but I don't want you to do this. Like, I want you to be better.
Wow.
So like,
that's so dope. But even to have like the actual like ability to do things like that separates you from like other people, you know?
For sure. You got to, like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to do.
Oh yeah. But most people do not. So you're coming up, you're creative. Yeah. Are you playing sports also? Or what extracurricular stuff?
My parents got me in sports early to, like, you know, for discipline reasons, like for those core values. I feel like sports are really important for kids, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just for like
teamwork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro.
Leadership.
Yeah. Like that shit is really important. So like, I was always in sports and shit like that early. I thought I was gonna make it to the NFL.
Really?
Yeah.
What position?
I played linebacker for the longest, and then I switched to cornerback. And then that's when like shit went downhill because like everybody got bigger and faster.
Well, yeah, and for those who want to imagine this right now, you're about 6'5".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
240. You know what I'm saying?
And quick
built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it just didn't happen. You know?
Yeah. It's not your fault. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, what age did you realize that like it just was not gonna happen?
27.
No. It actually happened. Like it happened early in high school. Like when my boy gave me my first scale, I knew it was a wrap for me. Like for real. Like when I seen, like, you feel me? Like, cause I used to see it a lot, but like when I made my first like any bit of money on my own is when I was like, well, man, fuck Saturday morning.
You're talking
practice.
Yeah. You're not talking a scale to like see how much you weigh.
Oh yeah, no.
You're talking see how much the work weighs.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So like,
by the time you get into high school, do you have a job on the side?
I used to always have a little job.
Yeah.
I used to always, I had to keep some J's on me, bro. Like I had to, like, and like I said, I had to, like, you know, kind of do for my own. Like, you know, it wasn't always sweet at home. At all. So like I had to like, and I knew I acknowledged that my pops was doing it. You feel me? He was holding down the house with 5 people, and like, and I got 2 little sisters. Like they need real nurturing care. You feel me? And I gotta do for me. You know what I'm saying? So
totally.
Like, it just kind of happened like that. You know?
Were you going off into the actual city to get shoes, or were you like?
Oh yeah, bro. I lived in the city, so like I'll go downtown. Yeah, you go take the train. I go take the train, go downtown, go to Expressions or something. I used to literally just get a pair of white voices every week. Like I had to have a pair of white.
Who were you, Dame Dash?
Like, yeah, that was what I was on. Like I was really on that. Like I don't know why. That was just some. It's stupid. I could have saved a lot of money, but
yeah,
like,
I was
I was literally just every week I was copping like new pair of forces, or like just had to get the new J's. That's all I was, you know, that's all I was really into, like the cool stuff, you know.
Yo, I don't mean to sound like old, but like buy some toothbrushes.
You feel me? Like as a youngin',
clean it yourself.
Yeah, like
hard work. Yeah.
No, I was tired of like, cause we got terrible weather, so I was tired of like, you know, my sneakers turning blue and like bleeding on them, and like, and I had like, and there was times when like when I beat my shoes to like. To the sole, like, you feel me? Like it was like going, like rain would go through the sole of my shoes, and like I feel it in my socks. So like, you know, as soon as I got the opportunity to get some, Did your parents ask any questions as to how you got certain shoes? And that's when you know what I'm saying? And that's when like, you know, I decided for one way or another, you know, slow down, because like my mom's was my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She told me straight up, like, I ain't raised you to be this.
Is it an easy transition into your high school?
Nah, not at all. Like, I lost my best friend, like that year, like 8th grade. And that was tough, because, like, you know, and it was one of those situations, like, yeah, because, like, you could kind of see where, like, my mom she could kind of see where I was going. So, like, that's when, like, you know, everything kind of changed. She gave me this, like, ultimatum of, like, yo, like, you can either go to school in the burbs or I'm sending you to military school, because we ain't having this, straight up.
Where would that be?
I don't know what a military school would have been, but I was like, man, that was a no-brainer. So I went to school in the suburbs, and, like, that's when kind of, like, everything changed for me.
What does that mean? That means, like, an extended trip each morning?
Like, there's a MECO program, and back home it's called MECO. So, like, you would ship, like, kids from the city to like the schools in the suburbs and stuff, and like, you know,
is that like busing?
Yeah, it is busing, literally. So I have to wake up early. I get on the bus every day, and then I ride down that way, And like it was tough, bro. Like my first year was real tough because like I was going through like I wasn't in school at all. Like I wasn't in the
You mean mentally?
Yeah, not at all. Like by that time it was just like, bro, it's a wrap. Like I lost my guy, and I was already like, you feel me? Like I said, I've been exposed to a lot, so I was already thinking a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like way different than what I think now. You know, and it was bad. So like I see what my mom did, what she did. It was one of the best parental decisions ever for me, for sure, because like it switched everything. And even like my freshman year, like I wasn't like into school shit at all. Like they called my mom after my freshman year, asked if I was even gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just leaving. I just wouldn't go a lot of days. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever. You know, I had other shit I was trying to get done.
Losing someone at any age is tough.
Yeah.
Losing someone you're very close to as a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I was like 13, 14.
Has to be like close to impossible.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro, because like I said, like this is my boy. Like this is like the first person I let in my crib type shit. You know what I'm saying? And like see my struggles like I was going through at home. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. And then lose somebody like my first fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my homie, my dog. You feel me? Like that type of.
Did you go to the funeral?
Yeah.
Man.
And like it was none but kids there.
How do you make sense of any of this?
It was one of those things.
Did you withdraw?
Yeah, for sure. I for sure, like, I didn't do no, like, rebellion, like, oh, you feel me? Like, I was already going to be who I was. You feel me? So, like, I definitely did just fall back from everything, though. Like, I fell back from everything, for sure. And, like going to school out there, like, it helped. Like, it helped. It didn't help immediately. At first, I thought it was just going to be the worst thing ever for me. But, like, as the years went on, it was, like, it just opened my eyes to, like, everything. Like, you know, people and, like, just opportunity and, like, you know what I'm saying? And understanding life. And that's what it really came down to is, like, yo, I had to, in life, you're just going to lose things. You feel me? Like, and there's nothing you could do about it. You can't go through life trying to, like, control what you can't. You feel me? You're going to drive yourself crazy. So I just had to understand. It took a while, but I just had to understand that's just sometimes how it goes.
Man.
You're going out to this school in the suburbs, mostly a white school.
For sure.
And what sort of friend group do you start making? Because, I mean, and it did take a while.
I was immediately in with the seniors. Like, that was, like, first, like, yeah,
wow.
I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why, but the seniors was, like, they was rocking with me, like, off top, like.
All of them had cars, I'm assuming?
A lot of them had cars. Yeah, a lot of them had cars. A lot of them was like, you know what I'm saying? They had money.
Yeah.
Like, they had money. Like,
so, like, lunchtime, you're leaving with them?
Nah, like, my school wasn't even on that. Like, if you was leaving at lunchtime, you was sneaking out type vibe. Yeah, so, like, I mean, I was doing that. So I just go down. And sometimes I just wouldn't come back. So I just, like, stopped doing that entirely because I just knew myself. Like, yo, if I leave, I'm not coming back. So, like, I had to cut that off. But, like, I got in with the seniors real early. I don't even know how it happened, but I was always cool with the upperclassmen. Like I got cool with the kids in my class my senior year.
But there were no other options.
Yeah, literally. Like, but they ended up being my dogs. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I was like, damn, y'all was cool this whole time. But like, I was always fucking with everybody older than me. But that's how I've always been. Like, I always kind of been like the youngest in the clique.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're the youngest in our clique.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah,
you know me, for sure.
Was there anything that you did that sort of like challenged what you thought you were? Like, did you like take like a language that you never thought you would have taken, or did you like do an extracurricular that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily do?
For sure. Like, I did mad shit because that's.
Oh, they were gonna say magic, and I
was
like, whoa.
No, I did. Yeah,
that would have been very different.
Yeah, that would have been hard as fuck if we had a magic class. I would have signed up ASAP with fucking. Yeah, like I did. I'm one of those kids, bro. I try anything. Like, I've always been like that, bro. So, like, yeah, there was mad shit I thought I wouldn't be into that. Like, I did, like, a drama class, and I didn't think I'd be into, like, all that acting and shit. That shit was mad. That was one of my favorite classes,
So,
bro.
like, on the stage, doing a play or something?
I never got on the stage to do
okay.
a play, but there was, like, a class. You feel me? Like, there was
yeah.
a class where you could, like, take that, you feel me? And if you wanted to join the acting club after, you could go ahead and do that thing.
Wait, so what did you do in the class?
You would do, like, improv, and they would, like, set up little scenes for you.
Oh, so you were, like, doing things.
Yeah,
it just wasn't on the stage.
Yeah, it just wasn't on stage. And, like, you were, like, we watched, like, old musicals and shit like that and, like, break it down, write, like, reports on it. And, like, I didn't think I would like that shit. That shit was fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it really was. It was fire, bro. So, like, things like that. And, like, I mean, like, I tried Spanish. I failed Spanish 8 years straight. Like,
congratulations.
Wow. Yeah. What a streak.
Yeah. And it's
You did it.
It's an achievement. Actually, it's crazy. Yeah, I finally passed it. Shout out Miss Smith. I passed it senior year because I had to. But shout out Miss Smith, bro. Yeah, she made it happen for me, man. Yeah.
8 years
straight.
Yo, did you have to go to summer school?
No, Spanish, bro.
No, that doesn't.
I remember
the
first time. I remember the first time it was crazy. I remember it was the first time, like, cause like I said, it's stretched from youth time. You feel me? So like, I said I was a good student back in the day. So like, it was crazy, cause it was like A-F, and then my mom was like, "Yo, what are you doing in this class?" You feel me? Like, and I was just like, man, I just don't get it. You feel me? Like, it's beyond me, man. Like, them conjugations is a motherfucker, bro, for real.
You're good at creative things, right? Like drama. I'm assuming like English, like social studies, stuff like that.
English, super good at social studies.
Math?
Horrible at math. Good at counting, horrible at math. Yeah. Like once they started adding letters and shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much a wrap for me with math, bro. Like it was. We tried, man. Like we tried. I tried hard. You feel me? I got an A for effort, but like,
I don't think that's actually what you get.
Yeah. It's like you got an F for effort.
Did you have any like interest in doing like band?
Nah, I wasn't into like I said, I wasn't really like. I didn't know I was gonna do music until like I started doing music. Like,
but how does that begin?
I started rap with the homies outside, like on some in between like places and shit. Like,
is that the same mentality where you're like, well, I'll try that?
Yeah, literally. Like, but it started on us dissing each other. Like, it was just jokes on each other that rhymed. Like that's literally how the shit started, and then like everything that happened after that happened.
Does that mean that people were just like, oh shit, like? You're kind of nice.
Nah, I was actually, oh shit, you're horrible for a real long time. Like, for really long time. I was, like, all my boys, they'll tell you, like, he was trash. Like, on God, I was. I wasn't like, because like I said, it wasn't something I was trying to do.
So what spurred you on to get better? Just you wanted to, like, just take down whoever?
Better. Yeah, like, that's how I've always been, bro. If it was like, if I'm doing anything, bro, I gotta be the best. That's just how I am.
If you're going to fail Spanish, you're going to do it 8 times.
That's right.
8 times straight, and I'm not going to try another, you feel me, another language. We're going to get this shit done until I pass this bitch. Like, for real, that's how I've always been, bro.
Your ciphers are like after school or something like that? Or?
Yeah, let's be like after school shit for sure. Like,
yo, give me a word. Give me a word, I'll rhyme it.
Nah, we'd be back home. It'd just be after school shit. I'd be back home getting high with my boys and shit. Like, and like, you know, we just start rapping, like, literally.
Now, be fair, when you look back at it now, how bad were you and how bad was everybody else?
I was horrible, and a lot of my friends was real good because they was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how really good the bars were. As long as your punchline was crazy, bro. You feel me? You win over everybody. You have something to talk about for the day. You feel me? So like, that's really how it started, bro. It's like on some joke shit, bro. Like on some, some cool shit.
And then you missed the bus.
Yeah. Then I missed the bus, and then I wrote over. I wrote my first rap. Yep. Damn.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. I did my research, meaning I listened to an interview.
So I don't know this part. You actually do miss your bus home?
Nah, I missed my bus to school, and it's like, if you miss the bus, then you got to take the commuter rail. Yeah. And that's like, so you're going to end up being like 2 hours late to school. So there's like a decision if you're pulling up or not. One of those things, and it was just like, fuck, I wouldn't go to school today. So I missed it. I get on the bus, regular shit. I'm listening to Throw It in the Bag freestyle. But I'm listening. What's this? No Ceilings. I'm listening to No Ceilings like front to back because this was that year. So I'm listening to No Ceilings and like listening to it on the bus and shit. It's gonna repeat. And I'm listening to it on the train, and I was just like, I just took out my notebook, and I started writing. And then the rest was history.
So you're writing
I fell in love with the shit.
You hear the sort of instrumental, but it's also Wayne rapping on
everything.
Him
rapping
so you're
over
just
it.
writing.
I just wrote over it. That's how I wrote a lot of my like early raps. I was just writing over, like, I would just hear the beat. I wouldn't really hear people. I just hear the beat.
So you weren't even downloading instrumentals on LimeWire?
Nah, because I wasn't trying to rap. I wasn't even like, it was just something I was doing. Like on my, I didn't show niggas my raps for years. Like, you feel me? Like,
when did you?
I don't know. RIP my brother Corey, bro. Because I remember like I would go to his house like every day, damn near, and like I would be writing, and he'd be like, "Bro, you gonna ever show me your raps?" And I'd be like, "Yo, one day." But when they're fire enough, I will. You feel me? Like it was just something I was doing. I didn't even know it would be this. You feel me? It was just something like I was just doing, just because I wanted to do it.
Did your parents have any idea that you were expressing yourself like that?
Nah, until like one day my mom like actually drove me down to like the military sign-up base place. And then I told her, like, yo, I'm going to do music. I told her I was going to be a producer, though.
Military sign up, like Army, Navy, like legit, not military school.
Like, after I graduated, like, I was just, like, I was in limbo, bro. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just doing whatever, bro. So, like, my mom brought me down there because she, like I said, she just be seeing, she sees it. So, like, mothers do.
Yeah.
So she didn't want that for her boy. So she drove me up there.
Does your family have any military history?
Yeah. My grandfather was in the military.
Got it.
But like so like she drove me up there and then like
was there any part of you that thought like maybe that is the path?
Yeah. I mean that's the only thing that I actually liked. Cuz like this is after like high school. I wasn't going to college, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my grades wasn't good enough and I just knew I wasn't going to college, you know what I'm saying? So like
you could have studied abroad in Spain.
You feel me? Yeah. I could have just dipped off.
Yeah.
I should have, bro. But yeah, so like, it was one of those things. Like, I didn't want. I knew that wasn't it for me. I knew going to the military wasn't gonna do nothing for me. I was already horrible with authority. Like, you feel me? That's why she spurred me down there. You feel me? So really? I knew that wasn't gonna work out.
How were you at push-ups?
I wasn't trying to do like, especially nobody telling me to do no push-ups. You feel me? It just wasn't gonna go.
Right.
So
if you're
like,
gonna do push-ups, you want to do it for fun.
Yeah, for my own. You feel me? Because I want to get bigger. Not because you want me to get bigger. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I remember. I told her I was gonna be a producer. At that time, I never made a beat in my life. I mean, I still never made a beat in my life.
Wait, so that's what convinced her not to?
I told her give me a couple years. I was like, give me like 2 years. Give me 2-3 years.
It's been 8, and you still haven't made a beat.
You still haven't made a beat. But I made some raps. So
did you have any production equipment? Did you have like any programs on your computer?
Nothing, bro. But I was like,
you just had it in your head.
Yeah.
No, you had a lie. That's it.
That too. Yeah, that too. And I just didn't want to go. But I knew that was like, bro. If it's anything, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, this is what I love. You know what I'm saying? So like. It went, she believed me. She's my mother, you know what I'm saying? She didn't want to really send me off, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, all right, I'll give you some time. And here we are. I'm with y'all now, so.
The acclaimed producer.
You feel me?
That you are. Yeah. So, okay, you cross that stage, you get your diploma, you tell your mom that you're going to be a producer. What do you do to start that whole journey?
Started writing crazy. Like, that's all it was. I just started writing. I didn't even like fuck the producer shit. Like it's like
well, clearly,
like probably like a week after that, it was like I don't got no money to buy no laptop and shit like that. You know. So,
damn.
Cause like I told you, like when I got into it, like when my mom, found whatever she found, like, and then like we got into it, like I told her I was gonna stop that shit cold turkey, and I did. You know what I'm saying? It was a struggle for a minute. Like, you feel me? Like I had to like really, really like I still like. Would jump back into it like if it got crazy, but like for the most part, like I was just trying to do this music shit, like that was it, like however I could figure it out is how I was gonna do it.
There's no real scene there. How do you find a place for yourself, and how do you keep yourself going in an attempt to get better, or is it just
it's just internet at that point, right?
I mean like I found it. I started hanging with like my group of friends, really, like Tim, like we kind of like stumbled upon each other. You know what I'm saying? Like the group of friends I had, like
where did you meet Tim?
Where did we meet Tim? Oh, we have it on video. Yeah, we have our intro on video. Actually, he came to my hood. My boy Replay, shout out Replay. He brought this man to my hood. You feel me?
This man.
Yes, this guy right here. You brought my man to my hood. You feel me? Tim jumped out the whip. I was like, "What up, cameraman?" Because he had the camera. And then he didn't dab me up. I was like, "What's up, Tim?" Because I knew he was. Replay already told me. And then we dapped up, and then boom, the rest was history.
When you're in that phase where it's after high school and you're really, really writing, what's your perspective? Like, who are you as a person, and what are you trying to put out there?
Shit, I was just talking about my life, honestly. I was, like I said, I was who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just me, bro. Like I was just talking about all my experiences that I just seen being outside. Cause like I said, like I never was in the crib with it. Like I really wasn't. Like from when I was like 13 to like still now. Like you feel me? I just wasn't in the crib. Like I actually just started getting back into like being in the house, a homebody vibe. But like before that, like I wasn't home till like 1 a.m. every night, you know what I'm saying? And I go to school, and then I wouldn't see my crib again until 1 a.m. You feel me? Like every night.
Were you writing because you felt there were other people out there who would understand what you were saying?
Yeah, I just knew I was telling a story that was real.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And like, if there's one of me, there's 7 billion people out there. I know, like, if I'm telling something that's true to me, somebody out there is gonna relate to it.
Yeah.
And I would literally, like, it'd be in between shit going on, like literally, like in between shit happening. I would just put my headphones in and just start writing. Like, ask all my boys to tell you, like, I would just stop talking to everybody while shit was happening, and I just get to writing, you know, about what the fuck was going on around us, and then, you know, I tuned back in with niggas.
But you weren't sharing it.
No.
I went to college to be a filmmaker, right? And one of our professors, she took a different sort of track, right? Where she was like, she made movies and never shared them. It was for her. It was for her process, right? And I get that, but I'm all about, like, if you make art, there's like a reason to put it out there.
And I still wasn't even made art yet, because it was all written. It was all written shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, at that point, I didn't even get, like, I wasn't at the point where I was like, you know what I'm saying, like recording music crazy. Like, I remember, like, me and Tim had a conversation.
That man?
Yeah.
That man right
Cameraman,
there. Yeah, my man's Tim. Me and Tim had a conversation, and yeah, like, he was about to move out. Like, he had just graduated college, you feel me? And, like, he was about to move out, you know what I'm saying? And then we had a real long talk about, like, yo, like, well, bro, I'm gonna always be here for you, but, like, I'm about to dip, dog, and if, like, I'm about to do whatever I'm about to do in my life, you feel me, because I have to, and, like, you got to figure your shit out too, you feel me? We all got to be self-sustainable. I'm gonna be here for you forever, you feel me? But you got to figure your shit out, and that's when I started actually recording music. I feel like to that point I had, like, maybe a song, like, you feel me, like, that I actually recorded for myself, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I didn't have no, like, real music out. I was just writing a lot.
Well, before we even get to that part, did your ciphers get any better?
Yeah, I started getting better with raps for sure. I started, like, noticeably started getting better at the raps for sure. Like, but that was just repetition, bro. Like, It was one of those things. Yeah, like, I knew I wasn't good at it, but I could make myself good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I really wanted to be good at it, I could make myself good at it. You know what I'm saying? There's no can't.
Yeah, it's same with push-ups.
Literally, if I want to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, bro. Yeah. And that's really what it was, bro. So, like, I decided, it was really a decision, like, yeah, I'm gonna just go crazy and do the best I can with this shit and tell my story the best I can. You feel me? And everything that happened after happened, bro.
You eventually do record things.
Yeah.
So where's the first studio that you step into?
The first, like, makeshift shit is, like, with my homies in, like, their basement. And, like, I was, like, recording myself at that time because nobody wanted to record me. You know what I'm saying? So, like...
Wait, so you asked people?
Yeah, but it was, like, all the homies and shit. Like, you feel me? Like, one of your boys got studio equipment, you go over there, you feel me? You give them a little, like, $30 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Record yourself.
Was there, like, a corner where you had a microphone and you, like...
Yeah, it was just boom, just mic. I mean, I still kind of record the same way, but yeah, like, boom, mic, and then you feel me, like...
And you have the computer next to it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Right,
so it wasn't, like, hitting, record and then running over.
No. I was, like,
to the
right
corner.
there,
Yeah.
boom, you know, and then just go record my thing.
What kind of instrumentals were you rapping over?
I remember the first one I actually recorded to was a Mac Miller beat. I feel like it was like Pittsburgh Kids Get the Biz. I feel like the first shit I, like, actually recorded over.
Did you flip it to, like, Boston Kids Get the Bids?
I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't.
I'm just trying to say,
cliche.
yeah.
I really hope I didn't, bro.
I'm just saying that, like,
did.
you know, like, there were all those, like, black and yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Like, YouTube things where it's just like,
My school colors are
I
purple and
definitely
white.
did a black and yellow one too.
Wow.
I definitely, like, recorded. Oh yeah, I definitely, like, recorded.
If you were coming up
Black
now,
and
you would take the
freestyle.
Casanova beat and just make it, like, so Boston.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
literally, like, yeah.
hey, gang, it's Jeff and Eric here from the podcast.
Hold on. If you're wondering why Jeff sounds so down,
I just got the news that Nav can't do our podcast this week.
Nav had a chance to do our podcast and flat out said,
Can't do it this week.
damn. Well, how do we explain this to the Nav Hive?
You wanna know what? Just forget. Like, this is the last episode.
What would make you feel better, Jeff?
Shouts to Cousin Stizz. This is the last episode. We're done.
What would make you feel better?
At Nav and let him know that the door is still open.
You know what would make me feel better?
What?
If people went to itsthereal.com/shop and got a t-shirt because it's holiday season. Layer up.
Shouts to Nav.
And now back to the podcast. You record that first thing after you, like, take it home and I guess, like, upload it to, like, whatever.
I didn't upload it to anything.
No, even to, like, your own, like, you
Yeah.
know, iPhone or something like
Yeah,
that.
mhm.
Did you just listen on repeat?
Nah, I listened to it a little bit and then I was like, this is straight, but, like, this ain't it.
So you went back.
Yeah. It was like, I gotta figure this shit out. And then I started getting aight. You feel me? I started getting aight.
How'd you know?
Because I started getting aight. You could tell when you look around and like, the bop started getting a little heavier.
Yeah.
People started, doing
So you would play it for people then?
That's at that point, like you play it out loud. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing it out loud as I'm recording it.
Yeah.
Wait, talk about the first time when you played it and it did not go well.
Oh no, it wasn't even that. I'd just be like play shit for like my brother, like my brother Jeezy and like shit like that. He'd be like, bro, I love you, but this shit is trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and shit like that. Or I'd send something and that's like even after this, I would like even after I'm talking about now, I would like send something to Tim and he'd be like, nah, this ain't it.
He was like, please stop making black and yellow parodies.
Yo, you remember the water song? Tim said the song sounded like water. That's it. I was like, yo.
Like it was soothing?
No.
Like it was Brookstone?
It was just water, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was the only description for it. And I was like, yeah, this is trash. I can feel you, bro. Like that was the only description for it.
Water because you need it to live.
That's right. That's right.
Facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Like it kind of just happened like that. And then like I really started like getting good at raps like later on. Like those was like little kiddish shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I started like getting like good at rap like later on.
What's the first project that you envision and make into reality?
Suffolk County.
At that point, had you performed anything live? Had you gone to any like open mics or like?
I mean, I do like little songs like on stage. Like I'll do like a verse or something.
Yeah.
Nothing like
little cameo.
Yeah,
light.
Come through. Yeah, this is my homie. This is my homie.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog. I come out, do the one verse and then and then be back out. Like something like that. But like nothing crazy at all.
And you'd always been Cousin Stizz.
Nah, I was Stizz before. I was just Stizzy before this. Like my name's R.P. Benji, my best friend. He gave me that name. He gave me Stizzy when I was like 11. He just came. He was like, "Yeah, bro, we can't be calling you Steven, dog." You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, "Yeah, we gotta figure out a nickname for you." So then, that's been my nickname forever. Like,
yeah. And so the cousin part,
it's because
Big Tigger.
It was literally because like I was cool with everybody. Like I was cool with everybody in the city. Like literally, my boy was like, "Yo, you like everybody's cousin, bro." But he was saying that at me in like a yelling at me type way. Like, "Yo, you can't be cool with everybody." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like everybody's cousin. I was like, I'm gonna just put this as my Twitter handle.
That's dope.
And then Tim was like, you know what? That's probably a good name. We should run with that. And I was like, whatever. Let's go.
Yeah. How long did it take for you to start calling yourself Cousin Stizz like in real life?
I still don't. I'm just Stizz, bro.
Yeah. Did you get with anybody else who could rap who like really fucked with you?
I mean, besides my boys, nah, not really. Like we all kind of like built this like nucleus in the city. It was kind of weird, like how we did it. But it was just us. It was just this energy that was just coming from us in the city. It was like me, Michael Christmas, Replay, Nick, everybody really, Rich.
How did you meet Michael Christmas?
That's a good question. How did I meet Michael Christmas? Wow. I want to say I just meet him. I definitely met like everybody through Replay, like because like being around Replay at that time for sure. Like he was the one being like, "Yo, you gotta come outside. You gotta come. You can't just be in your hood, bro. Like you gotta like come to this, come to that, come to this, come to that." So like I'm for sure almost positive. I think I met him at the cypher. Did we meet at the cypher? Yeah, I feel like we all like met at the. Yeah, we met at the cypher. We had this like 12 for 12 cypher that. My boy Tim, this man, and Goodwin put together. Shout out my brother Goodwin too. That this 12 for 12 cipher that just kind of became this thing, bro. Like, and I wasn't even invited to it, and I came.
You crashed it?
Yeah, I crashed it for sure. And Replay came to my head. I remember because I was in my head, I was in the middle of a good dice game. I had some good Henny, we had some good weed. I was chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I remember Replay came down and he was like, "Bro, like there's a cipher going on." And he like, boom, 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 come up with me. I was like, "I don't know if I want to do it." He looked at me. He's like, "Bro, is this what you want to be doing forever?" And I just had to look around for real and ask myself. And I was like, "Well, nah, not really. Like this is cool for now. But this ain't what I want to do forever for sure." So
yo, that's a crazy moment.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, for sure. That was for sure it. And I went down. And literally that's when like I met everybody. We met everybody, like we all clicked up. Like pretty sure I met Go in that time, like everybody, bro.
And you looked around and you're just like, this is something that I could keep going.
Yeah, like I killed the cypher. I didn't you feel me? We wasn't even supposed to rap on the shit, me and Jeff. We killed that shit, bro. And then like we made some of my best friends I've ever had in my life at that shit.
Does that give you energy to continue like with your records?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Cause like at that time, like I didn't know. I didn't know if I was good enough. You feel me? I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened and like just the response I got, you feel me? Cause that was my first time being on camera with anything. You know what I'm saying? So like
Wait, did you know any of these people like through reputation, or like was this just like this is?
You just pulled up. Like I knew about it, but like.
But I'm saying like you didn't know Michael Christmas from like his name
so,
like was
bro.
in okay.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I'm not sure. I could be lying, but I don't think so. We were all new. Like, but they were already in the cypher. Like, they were known because they were already putting out raps before. I was just
you were just
Stizzy.
that guy.
Yeah, I just pulled up.
Well, he was that guy.
Yeah,
you were that guy.
Yeah, just pulled up, and then like my boy was like, "Yo, let's rap," and then boom, we rapped, and then met my boys, and then we've been chilling ever since. Like we like really created this clique. Like we started like really hanging out and like bouncing ideas off each other, bouncing energy off of each other. You feel me? Like we all needed each other for sure. Like we needed that shit. Like I know for a fact none of this would be here right now if that didn't happen.
You felt like you guys were all creating something that was like bigger than any individual.
For sure. Yeah, we knew we needed each other for sure.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those things. Like even like Michael Christmas was doing his own thing outside of like what I was doing, and like it didn't matter. Like, you feel me? Like we all needed each other. We all needed each other's energy. So.
Did you feel like your style had been shifting, or that you were finding like your real like
I was starting
lane?
to find myself for sure. Like especially in rap because I just didn't know. I didn't know. Like even then I didn't know. Like I didn't know shit about shit.
What's the first song that you created that you're like, yo, that's who I am?
Shout out. But like even before that, Life. This joint called Life, like my first joint. That was the one. And it was like started finding myself for sure.
What's the first time you played your records for your parents like?
Shit, I don't even know. I feel like they heard it on their own because I didn't play it. I don't play it for them. I be telling them like, yo, don't listen to it. But like, I didn't play it for them forever. But my pops immediately was like my biggest fan, like, which was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, that's my dog forever for life. But we butt heads, as two men would, you know what I'm saying? And like, just to hear him say like that he was proud of the shit I got going on was like, that show was a lot to me because he ain't never said that.
That's dope. So you got one project out under your belt. How do you celebrate when it drops?
Well, you kind of just dropped it. We was back home. Yeah, we kind of knew though, like, you know what I'm saying? We were excited. Like
you knew that it was different?
Yeah, we knew it was different for sure. Like, yeah, when we was making it, like, we knew that it was like, we had something for sure.
When did you start to feel like the energy from elsewhere?
When I dropped Shout Out and then that whole Drake shit happened.
I mean, well, that's like when everything like went like super wide, but like even before then.
But my first song, like I'm really fortunate, really blessed. But like my very first song I've like ever dropped on my own, it doesn't like it's not much, but like you feel me, like in my city it was unheard of. Like I had like 10K views in a week.
Yeah,
my first joint, and then you feel me, like that was just like.
Were you just like refreshing the page? Like
nah, it was. I never really looked at the numbers. I remember even when we.
I'm not saying he was faking the views.
Right.
Were you like excited?
Checking to see the numbers go up?
Nah, because I remember like when we even dropped it. I remember Tim telling me like, bro, if this shit even gets like 200 plays, it's good. You feel me? Like it's your first song. We'll go back to the drawing board. And you feel me, and then boom, that shit happened. Like immediately, it started doing its own thing. It grew its own legs in the city.
Do you know how it was spreading, like through social media or through?
I don't know. We put it out on SoundCloud, and it just kind of went on its own. Yeah, social media. And I knew a lot of people. Like I said, I'm like
friends with everybody.
Yeah, I was cool with everybody. So like
all the seniors fucked with it.
My seniors, maybe I don't even know if them niggas caught on to the shit because like. They're super like, and they was in the burbs too. Like this was like after all that shit.
Yeah, right.
So like this was like for the city. You know what I'm saying?
What's the first big performance after you dropped that like you're like, oh, people know the words and
they know my face. Our very first show.
Where was it at?
Middle East upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
We sold it out, and then
were you nervous?
No, not really.
Wait, that's a big room, isn't it?
Nah, it's small.
Okay.
It's small as hell. I feel like it's like 200, right?
I mean, it's big for.
Yeah, they was trying to. Yeah, it sold out, and they tried to like get it. They wanted it to. They wanted to move it downstairs to the bigger room, and we was just like, nah. And he was like, why? You could get more money. He was like, it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Like you need people to list the shit.
Yeah,
know
exactly,
like,
exactly.
We want it to be like. So we always move with that type of mindset, and we bought the venue out on our own too. Like we were the first niggas to do that shit for sure.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, so
I heard that Moby got beaten up outside your show. Is that true? Is that
so? You made it.
Yeah, not my show, bro.
Okay,
Moby would have been straight at my show, bro.
The reaction to that show had to be just major.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like it was crazy because like, you feel me? Like I didn't see none of this shit coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was making music for me and my friends.
Are you shooting videos at that point too?
Yeah, we shot videos already. We did Bonds at that point. Pretty sure we did Dirty Bands. Shout Out was already out doing his thing. So like, yeah, we had shit was buzzing, bro. Shit was buzzing for real.
How'd you link up with those directors and who'd you know?
It was going. I met going at the 12 for 12 cypher. And I was like I said, those was my boys. Like we was really kicking it. Like these are just my friends. And we just happened to just mold into roles.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like it wasn't even on no shit. Like Tim wasn't no manager, you know what I'm saying? Like
Wait, is he a manager now?
He's a super manager now.
Okay, just making sure.
But then we was just boys, bro. We was like getting drunk and shit, throwing parties. Like that was really our thing. Like we wasn't, and we would talk about the shit afterwards. You feel me? We would talk about our dreams and shit after. And when we was just shit phase, just being homies, you feel me? Like, but like dog, like yeah, we it just happened, bro. Like,
well, yeah, okay. So we've had sold out shows too, right? And afterwards,
yeah, no big deal. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Going
it's
crazy.
Fine. Yeah, it's fine. Highline Ballroom. It's all right. It's all right. SOBs. It's okay.
We've done 200.
We went to London and we sold out. It's fine. It's fine.
Let's
It's
go.
fine. Yeah.
600, whatever.
But afterwards, it's funny because like you go from this like amazing elation, right? And like all those people are there for you, and then you leave, and eventually when it dies out outside, it's just you, right? And for us, we ended up at like I can remember 2 specific dinners like afterwards where it was just like you're so exhausted, no one's talking, and it's not even like you celebrate. It's just like, oh, it's over, right?
It's over, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have anything that was like more than that, or did you experience something similar?
I don't know. I think I went to bed, bro.
Yeah.
I went to
It's
bed.
just like you leave it all
really
on
do think I went
stage,
to
and then
bed,
it's just
yeah.
like, man.
I went home, just went to bed.
Tim went nuts, by the way.
Tim went crazy. I heard Tim was at Bijou on top of the bar. You fought over.
So how does it come to, be that Drake does find out who Cousin Stizz is?
Man, Lord knows, bro. The world may never know, but shout outs to that happening.
Well, how'd you find out that he found out?
Q, Max manager.
Quentin Cuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
My boy
Shout out
Q,
to Q.
man. He sent me the DM. He was like, yo, check this out. And then I opened the DM, I'm like coming home, so it's like probably like, it was like maybe like 1-some in the morning. I'm coming in the crib, and like, yeah, I saw the video, and I was just standing there for a minute.
Did you have your sound on?
Yeah, it was on all the way loud, and I woke my mom up. I was like, yo, nah, you gotta watch this. And I showed my mom, and she was like, yo, she was like, we watched it for a while, She was super juiced. I was amped about it, and then I went to bed.
It was Drake listening to
Shout out
At Dave & Buster's.
at Dave & Buster's. So his birthday.
When you first like let it play, were you like, no?
Yeah, I had to be like, what the fuck am I watching at first? You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Did you make sure it wasn't like Champagne Pop like 1?
yeah, like I'm looking at it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm listening to it. I'm like, nah. And I'm looking at it again, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, nah, no way, bro. It was just one of those things. It's like, how does that happen? I'm a kid from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's one of those things, man. It's just everything.
And what did that tell you?
Keep going.
Yeah.
You gotta go crazy now, really. That told me, yeah, boy, you gotta put the pedal to the floor now.
So you went back in.
Mm-hmm. I went back in. I did. This is like Suffolk County still. Like this is before Suffolk County dropped, and we had a whole nother project. It was still Suffolk County. We thought, you feel me, and then we scrapped that, made another one, scrapped that too, and then that's when we came up with the final.
Full projects that you scrapped?
Yeah, bro. I made hella music though, but like that's what you got to do. Like,
but what told you that music wasn't it?
Oh, well, because your life kind of changes after like Drake puts you on the ground.
I cannot relate to this. Yeah.
Especially that time, you know what I'm saying? So like, I went from like being nobody to like the very next week I'm at Leor Cohen's house. You know what I'm saying? Him with Kevin Lyles and like and other people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like your life just changes in a week.
How'd you play that meeting?
It's cool. I played the music. I just played what I thought was Suffolk County, and it wasn't. You feel me?
Got it.
And I could just tell like everything's not as strong as that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You feel me? And then that's when I went back and did another one, and a few more songs were just almost as strong or just as strong. We went back and did it again, and then until we got it right.
What did you wear to that first meeting with Leor and Kevin?
I don't know, some regular shit.
Oh, you didn't like go shopping and just like,
Nah,
I need
bro.
to do.
Nah.
The most?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all. I probably had on my Raptor 7s. And like, probably had on some like. Yeah, I think I had a white tee. I feel like I had on like cargo pants or like something like that. Yeah, like camo pants or something. Like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I think I wasn't. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I don't be getting like too crazy neither. Like I like what I like. Like I get all the nice shit. I definitely do. I'm not gonna say I don't. I go get all the nice shit, but I like subtle shit, bro. I don't like this is the most rapper fit I've had on in a really long time. Like,
I'm so happy you wore it here today.
You know what I'm saying? I got on a whole rap fit for y'all today. You feel me? Like, but I really be coolin', bro. Like I like what I like, bro. I like being comfortable in what I'm wearing, and I don't be trying to make too much noise. You feel me? I'm cool doing me.
Yeah, I usually just wear my Versace's just like around the house.
You feel me? Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm gonna be really honest here. Lifelong Mets fan, right? Like to the day I die. Like love them. Not great. I'm gonna die. But like never. Like I'm not rocking any Yankee shit. Like not like it's me and the Mets, right?
Yeah.
I was the baby for Halloween, right?
Yep.
And I had to go get
Charlotte.
a Dodgers hat, from the cover.
Okay.
So, by the way, I'm a Knicks fan, but I would love a Larry Johnson, like Charlotte jersey. That'd be
nice. Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
But anyway, I got a Dodgers hat, and I put it on, and I wore it for Halloween, and I'm like, it's kind of hard. Yeah. I was like, damn. So I've been wearing it. I went down to Atlanta, and I was wearing it, and I was like, oh,
this is hard.
It's a good hat.
It's a nice hat, bro.
Could you ever?
Could I have a what?
Could you ever wear like a Dodgers hat?
Yeah,
a Mets hat.
Bro, I don't be tripping. I don't be tripping
a
on
Yankees hat.
I've worn Yankees hats and got like ridiculed, but I like getting fits off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that
Were you fabulous?
Nah, but like you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is like then, like you feel me? Like you got a nice pair of J's. You got and those fit like
matchy.
I liked the blue on it. Like so like. There'll be times like
you can hate the team.
Yeah, I could hate the team.
But that hat.
Still rock the hat, bro. It's all good. There's mad teams I don't rock with that they got some fire fits. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and cop up if the fit's right.
Colorado Rockies.
Yeah. Rockies fit is hard.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks fit is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. There's like a lot of good fitters out there.
For the record, you're wearing a Red Sox. Is that a championship hat right there?
Yeah,
it
but
is.
I always rock. That's what I'm saying. Like I rock my Red Sox hat every day. So like it's nothing for me to go just put on a. If the fit's right, I'm gonna put it on, bro.
Where were you in 2004 when they won?
I was in the crib. I was in my kitchen with my mom. I was eating dinner, pretty sure. But yeah, I remember that. It was fire.
Yeah.
I remember a few of the championships. I remember the Tom one. I remember that. I was in my kitchen. I mean, I was in my kitchen.
You're friends with Tom now, aren't you?
That's the homie.
Sorry, Tom. Yeah.
Shout out Tom. He's the GOAT. That's the homie, man. He's the guy, man.
He just used your song in a thing.
Mm-hmm. On his Instagram.
Yeah.
No, but I like that you're in this era where like all you know is championships.
Yeah, bro. And it's gonna be crazy because I feel like, damn, like once this is over, it's about to suck.
Yeah.
Because like I grew up. Literally, for the last literally 19 years, we've just been winning. Like,
yeah,
you feel me? Or in contention to win. You know
really,
what I'm saying?
It's
like,
really crazy.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, and if we wasn't winning with the Pats, the Bruins were winning, or the Red Sox was winning,
or the Celtics,
was winning,
or rather, end. It's like
literally. And
there
was one year we almost was it? I think it was last year. I think it was this year, the 2018 year. Like the Bruins, like we would have had everybody.
Man.
The Celtics lost. That's what it was. The C's lost.
Yeah.
But we would have had a championship on all sports.
But also Boston University and their hockey team.
Oh, yeah.
They go crazy too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Put me on. See, now I got a new shirt to rock.
All right. So you have a meeting with Lior and Kevin.
Yeah.
Then you go back and you're like, we got to rework this.
Mm-hmm.
So third time's a charm?
Third time's a charm.
Okay. Put it out there. Response is great.
Yeah.
On the internet. Like
Going
you're
crazy,
it's
right?
beyond your city.
Mm-hmm.
So do you start like touring in different places?
No, I don't even think we started touring then.
So it's just like, yo, the word's out there.
Yeah.
People know your name now.
Yeah, we wasn't, because like we was all new to this shit, bro.
Yeah.
We wasn't thinking like, you feel me? Like we just would put the project out and like that was it. Like, you feel me? We really didn't know. We didn't know nothing about nothing, bro.
2015, 2016, something?
2015.
Yeah.
We didn't know nothing about nothing, bro. We just was like, it's out. You feel me?
Man.
And we did some one-off shows here and there, but we never like
Do you
toured.
see the numbers on like SoundCloud or wherever and just say, well, all right, let's shoot a video for that one, or is it more like a feel?
Yeah, it was a field. We kind of we knew the ones we had to shoot for. We knew it was like the vision. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a real direct vision of what I wanted to do for that project.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those things I wrote for so long. It was like my life, you know? It was like a life story type of thing. So I wanted it to be captured a certain way.
Well, also, I mean, are you somebody who looks at numbers?
No.
Yeah, that's Tim's job.
Yeah, that's Tim's job. I don't think he looks at the numbers that much neither. But we don't.
You just know in your soul what's good.
Yeah, you know, you could tell. You could always tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could always tell what's wrong too.
So who are some of the people who are reaching out to you in that time, like 2016, let's say, who are like on another level, and you're just like, you know who I am, and you really fuck with my music?
I don't know. That's tough. That's a good question. I don't know. That was
They're
a long time
all
ago.
good questions.
Yeah, they are all good questions. That's a long time ago, bro. I don't know.
Well, when does Shay Serrano come into your life?
Oh man, Shay Serrano came to my life via the internet. Shout out Goodwin once again. Shay was looking for some new music to listen to, and then go and sent him Suffolk County, and then he's been #1 on the fan club ever since, bro. Like my guy, one of my favorite supporters ever, bro.
Big supporter.
He's the man, bro.
Great dude.
A lot of people know about Cousin Stizz because of Shay Serrano, for sure.
It's pretty amazing.
For sure.
When you were thinking of a follow-up, are you able to reach back into before you were a recognized artist and write from that perspective, or were you strictly going to do everything post getting internet famous?
Yeah, I don't know. I never really tried to like look back. I always kind of try to talk about what was just going on. You know what I'm saying? So like that's I think that would. Yeah, I know that's definitely what I did with Monda. Monda, like my little bro was passing. He had cancer. You know what I'm saying? So like I told him that I was gonna try to get that shit out before he passed, and I was gonna make it mean something. That was all I was caring about. Was like this shit's gonna be something serious. I'm not gonna I could do all that. I know I could do all that. Like I could do all the swag shit. I could do all the jump around records. I could do that. That's an easy bag. But like I wanted to challenge myself because I wasn't a rapper at that point. You know what I'm saying? I was still Suffolk County was my first project, and before that I didn't have anything. You know what I'm saying? So like I really wanted to prove something, to me and him and to everybody. So that's what Monda happened, and I unfortunately, I didn't make it. The project didn't come out in time, but I think it still did what it did, and I think bro still proud.
Yeah, you experienced loss in a different way in a different time in your life. But can you listen back to the music and just relate to that person? For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And do you feel that people outside your inner circle could relate to that as well?
I hope so. I really do. I hope so, because that was the point. I wanted people to slow down a little bit and you feel me, understand what was going on right here, because it was real.
You put that project out, and do people come knocking at that point?
Yeah, the labels came after Drake shit. After the Drake shit, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I met with everybody under the sun after that, bro.
Did any label besides RCA? Did any label really impress you and the lengths that they went to?
Nah, that's why I signed with RCA.
Yeah,
RCA really looked out. Those are my people. Those are really my family. Low key, it's crazy because I be hearing war stories about just signing and shit like that, and I just been blessed enough where I haven't had to deal with any of those issues really. You know what I'm saying? They've always let me just do what I want to do, which is the most important thing to me. And they care. These niggas, this nigga Derek he came to my hood.
Shout out to Derek.
Yeah, Derek, bro. This nigga came to my hood. He came to my mom's house. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers bought gifts for my parents. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Shit like that is that's important to me.
You're all in it together.
Yeah. That shit's important to me. They showed me that. You feel me? They showed me he came to the trenches with it. You feel me? So that was important.
You sat down with them and you're just this is who I am, and I'm not gonna switch up just to make something
Yeah, but they
popular.
understood that. But I think they understood that that's what the type of artist they was gonna come with. That they were signing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it worked out, man. It worked out. I'm extremely blessed, man. I'm in a great situation. So
RCA has been hitting on all cylinders for a while.
Going crazy, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Are there any artists that you met who were also signed to RCA that you really connected with?
Donald Glover, but this is before he was even signed to RCA. We started him weed and before I was even rapping type shit. He had the Boston Calling show, and he needed some bud. So I went and we did that, and we ended up talking about Scooby Doo for hours. You feel me? Yeah, just in his hotel room. And this is before rap Stizz anything. You feel me? We was just kicking the shit. You feel me? I'm here with his brother and shit. We was just kicking shit, telling jokes. He's sitting on the floor. We just chopping it up on some regular shit. You know what I'm saying? And they've showed love too ever since, bro. They put me on Atlanta. So shout out Donald and the whole team, man.
That's fucking dope. I cannot believe you talked about Scooby-Doo for hours.
Yeah, like just random shit, like little hot shit, bro. Like just cartoons in
believe
general.
Me, I got it.
Scooby-Doo, like
there was no question
cartoons,
I was like,
bro.
oh, these dudes are high. Yeah. As soon as you said Scooby-Doo, I was like,
Scooby-Doo and like other like cartoons. I'm pretty sure Scooby was on like on the TV or some shit like that. But we just
were there any like hot takes on Scooby-Doo?
Probably, bro. I think that's how that whole shit started, bro.
Yeah,
like
so Scrappy-Doo is so whack.
Yeah. No, we was actually. I'm sure he was big. I'm pretty sure he was big up in Scrappy.
Yeah. What?
I'm actually sure he was. I'm actually sure
that is a hot take.
Yeah.
I'm actually sure he's big up in Scrappy.
What was it like to tell your parents that you signed a record deal?
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember talking to my mom about it. I remember talking to my dad, but my dad is so like, he's funny. He's a funny dude. So like, read the papers. That's the only thing he said. Read the papers. Read the fucking papers. And then he walk away. You feel me? Like, but there's other favorite slogan is get a job. Get a fucking job. And then he walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like those, like he just got those one-liners.
A man of few
like
words.
Yeah. My pops is a one-liner for sure. So like, that's his reaction. My mom was super juiced about it, you know, because it's a baby boy. You know?
Yeah.
She was super proud of me.
By the way, I was waiting this entire interview for you to do a Dorchester accent.
Yeah.
And it just finally came out.
Yeah. That's my dad. No, my dad got it on Smash, bro.
Yeah.
Like, smash. Yeah, he got many accents from whatever time of the day it is, for sure.
Are there any people with Boston accents that you can't understand?
Sometimes my pops.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's like that mixed with wherever the fuck he came from before he was in Boston. Like, yeah, bro, like sometimes I'll be like, bro, what? Like, you feel me? Like, you gotta repeat shit like 2-3 times to me, but like, yeah, that's about it.
You sign the deal, you tell your parents. Does going to RCA change who you are as an artist?
No, I mean, I was still finding myself as an artist, so it couldn't really change me because like at that point I only had one project out. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know who I was as an artist, you know. I just knew who I was as a person. Yeah. And I just put out music.
Do you think those are two different people?
Well, no. I mean, you can keep talking. Yeah, sorry.
I think you separate the two for sure. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes on in my life I just don't talk about in the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a time and place for both.
I wanted to ask if it gave you fuck you energy.
Nah.
Bro. None of that?
Nah. I never been that dude, bro. Like, I've always been like, I don't know how to really describe it. I've always been like, you know, numb to a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen, like I said, I seen a lot, bro. Like, I seen a lot, done a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and I didn't have, like, granted, like, that much given to me at one time. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I've had, you know, I've touched, you know, a little bit of bread. So, like, it was hella cool to have to just be like, nigga, I don't gotta pay nobody back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is me, bro. You feel me? But like, I was chilling, bro. Like,
but there's no part of you that went up to your 8 Spanish teachers or one Spanish teacher 8 times.
Nah, bro.
You never said I.
Shout out to Mrs. Smith for the record.
Yeah, bro, shout out to Mrs. Smith for real. But nah, bro. Like, dog. Like, my big homie told me, like, before I even got the check, bro, don't stop moving exactly how you are right now. Be exactly how you are after you get this check.
Do you feel like you're the same person who grew up in Dorchester and, you know, has those same values and same sense of humor and same smarts about you, but now at 27, 28?
Yeah, and not just that, it's just added on with a lot of different things too, because I had like the Mecco shit that went on even before that, you know, that altered who I was as a person. Like, I wasn't this before I was there, you feel me? Like, I was a lot different then before I went to that school. That shit changed me a lot, like, as a person. Made me a better person for sure. Like, for sure.
I do want to go back. We didn't talk about one of your jobs, the one that I actually know about, which is that you used to give tours around Boston.
Yeah, Multicultural Youth Tours of What's Now.
And so that's a very long name. What did that do for you?
It taught me how to speak publicly, public speaking for sure, and that taught me how to put together my own like thesis, like writing. Like, I was just talking about things that, like, I had to learn about shit that was in the city that meant something to the city, and then I had to put my own spin on it, and I had to stand up in front of people. Like, it doesn't matter if we was at a train station or, you feel me, motherfuckers getting on and off the train. Like, I gotta go ahead and deliver my piece. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have to walk backwards?
Walk backwards?
When you're giving a tour.
You give a tour.
Oh no! You just go. You give them the tour. You like, and then you like stop wherever you're at. You like stand there, and you like you get up on top of like something, and you like, well, this is because this is here from this is that, and it happened like you know, like if the city like how the South End is on the grid, you know, like we would explain why that happened, or like that church over by the South End too. Like it was mostly in the South End. Like I gave like tours.
Were you making stuff up?
No. I looked the shit up. Like, bro, I'll research, bro. Like, if it's something like, especially for some bread, like, you feel me? Like, I'll research, like, and that was like that time, like, I was super young then. That was like my first job.
You were like 13, 14?
Yeah, that was my first job. I was like 13. Yeah, I was 13. That was my first job ever. So, like, I was super juiced to even have my own little bit of money.
Yeah.
So, like,
and it's also like a little bit of power too, like to be in front of an audience and like,
bro.
You know.
And like, I didn't know it was something I liked. I didn't know like I would like doing both the writing. I mean, I knew I liked writing, but I didn't know I just like writing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I just like writing, bro.
I do have to ask you, Jeremy Corrales said that we have to ask you about your Cuba Gooding Jr. interaction.
No. No. Oh my God.
I thought I would soften it by saying Jeremy Corrales asked.
Yeah. Cuba's a wild guy, man.
Apparently.
Yeah, he's a wild boy, bro. He's a funny dude to watch party though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a very entertaining guy to watch party.
Yeah.
Bro. Him, T-Pain's an entertaining guy to watch party as well. Mm-hmm. But Cuba's something else, bro. Like Cuba's something else, bro. For real, for real.
Where did you see him?
What was that party at? It was in LA. I want to say, I don't know if it was at Poppy. I want to say it was at Poppy, but I'm not sure, bro.
Was Drake's dad there?
Drake's dad wasn't there.
But
everybody else was there though.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, like it was one of those parties. Like it was a G-Eazy party, I think.
Wait, G-Eazy or Jeezy?
G-Eazy.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
It was a Gerald party. My boy Gerald, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody was there. Like I remember, like my boy and Chris Brown was like having a dance competition on the tables. Like and then, like my boy from
was
home,
it close?
It was pretty close.
What?
My bro Millie rocked the shit out of that. Yo, it was crazy.
When you end up in those parties, you like look around and you're like, this is like a weird dream, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Now I be laughing like shit, really. I'm like, this is funny as fuck, bro. Like, yo, like I don't know how I got here, but I'm gonna just take everything in because this shit is hilarious, bro. Like for real. Like
you're like Larry King's at a banquet, like,
bro.
yo.
Yeah. Nah, it'd be funny, bro. No bullshit. Like, yeah, like seeing motherfuckers because you don't see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, especially like I didn't see nobody until I got into the shit. I didn't see him except on the TV screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cuba Gooding Jr. was like, he was like Snow Dogs to me. You feel me? Like, you feel me? And
now
then,
he's a different type of snow dog.
Yo.
You know?
Eric.
How much you love your city?
The most.
Yeah?
Best food, my favorite people, all my friends, obviously. Best women in the world. My girlfriend's from Boston. It's the best place ever, bro. Best teams. Love Boston. Gotta love Boston, man.
Do you like going back there to record?
I don't really record there. I don't remember the last time I recorded in Boston. I mean, I record like really in my like closet and like with Rich at Rich's crib. Mm-hmm. I mean, not at Rich's crib, at Rich's studio. So like that's how I've always been. I always recorded like in the living room. That's like Suffolk County was all in the living room. Mona same. The first thing I actually worked in a studio with was One Night Only. Like that was the first project I like actually was in the studio.
Yeah.
Did that one, and then I went back to just being like on my regular shit.
What's the craziest studio you've been in?
I've been in some crazy studios. Rick Rubin has a crazy studio.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Rick Rubin has like 4 crazy studios.
Yeah.
But the one like outside his house.
Yeah.
In that little like
trailer?
Yeah, in the trailer, in the tour bus.
Yeah.
That shit was next.
Shangri-La?
Yeah, Shangri-La's fire. It's just too fucking far.
Yeah, I mean, like it's in Malibu
for,
all the
it's
way.
for a reason.
Yeah,
it's just like
you're
so
just
gone.
Yeah, you're going.
You have to stay over.
Yeah, literally. Once you're there, it's a wrap for everything you're trying to do for the rest of the day.
How was the Dreamville session for you?
Fire. It was just all the homies and shit. Like, and it was crazy because it was just like a bunch of energy. It was just like literally motherfuckers running out of this room, running into this room, running into that room. And I came like hella late. Like, I came like, because I was working on
within
shit.
the week, you mean?
Yeah.
or
like,
the 10 days or whatever.
Yeah. I came like the last 2-3 days. Like, because I was like, I was already like, I was working on my own shit, but like I came like those last 3 days and like it was crazy because like all the shit was done by then.
Yeah.
Like everything was pretty much wrapped up by then. So like I just got to listen to everything and like.
Who'd you really connect with down there?
Who did I really connect? I've connected with the homies, dog. That's how I am.
I mean, like you're friends with like Smino and Guapdad and all them.
Yeah, like me, Go Out Buddy, like those are my brothers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so like those is what I was really like vibing with.
When you first pulled up, because like it's a Tree Sound, right? And they have to have security there because like once people found out, it was like everyone's gonna go there. Yeah. So what do you present to security to be like, no, I'm really supposed to be here?
You just like kind of tell me your name.
Oh, okay.
That's all I did. I was like, yeah, I'm Stizz, and I was like, okay. Yeah.
You're like, that guy's with me.
Yeah, Tim's with me. But yeah, we just rolled up. Be like, yeah, man, Stizz, and then they just opened the doors. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was all smooth.
You didn't have to
the
present
food was
ticket.
Great.
Wait, where was the food from?
Let's talk about that.
I would love to talk about
that shit up. Yeah, shout out Molly. Yeah, shout out Molly, man. Got that goddamn iron, that elbow, put her goddamn foot in that bitch. That shit was good, bro. For real.
Well, listen, we're thrilled to finally have you up here.
Thrilled to be here, man. Thank you, guys.
Your journey has been like incredible to watch from near and from afar, and it's, a career is not just something that just happens. There's a lot of hard work put in, and no matter what your father says, you got a job.
Hey, I got a job, man. It's in the game, bro.
Yo, congratulations on everything, and
thank you so much, bro.
Yo, safe travels.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for listening to this new episode of A Waste of Time with It's the Real. Jeff, people want to find out more about us. I'm Eric with the curly hair. You're Jeff with the glasses. Together, we are It's the Real. No apostrophe, no spaces. If people want to find out more about this podcast, it's called A Waste of Time with It's the Real. Jeff, people want to find out more about what's going on with us. Where can they go?
You can always go to itsthereal.com, sign up for our newsletter, go click on some things, go click on our shop, itsthereal.com/shop for all of your holiday shopping needs.
Yes, sir.
You can also go to iTunes and Spotify and YouTube and wherever else and subscribe there.
Smash that button
so that you are the first one to know when new episodes of our podcast come out.
Yes, sir.
Guess what? It's every Monday at 7 p.m. That's when the episodes come out. But if you don't want to just like refresh the page,
right?
Why don't you just
technology's just wonderful.
Wait for it to come to your phone.
Yes,
it does it for you. Also, you can find us on Twitter at It's The Real, Instagram at It's The Real, YouTube.com/It's The Real.
Jeff, I asked the internet today. I said, hey, if you want a shout out, let us know your favorite board game. Because I was thinking about it and I was like, I love Scrabble.
Is that your favorite?
It might be. There's something very intellectually stimulating when you can just, pull a word from the back of your head and just score big points,
You dork. That is, no one's favorite game is Scrabble.
Why not?
I mean, listen, it's a.
I am deep in that corner.
Triple word score.
I love it. I love it. Just when you can use a Q or a Z in the right scenario. Mm-hmm. Listen, I used to kill Stratego. Hover was one of the words that I put in there. And there were 3 letters already there, and I put those other 2 in and made it work.
Yep.
Big points.
That's what she said.
Jeff, what?
Stratego was my shit.
Yeah.
And nobody mentioned that.
Well.
Albu Cow, Daniel David out in the United Kingdom.
Shout out to him.
Mandarin. I bought it for 50 pence in a charity shop, and it brought me and my friends hours of entertainment and discontent. I love pandemic.
I love hearing that. I have no idea what either one of those are.
Never heard of either one.
All right. I know Mandarin like the kitchen tool.
No, it's mandolin.
I know mandolin, the kitchen tool.
You know Mandarin like the language.
I do know Mandarin like the language.
Mandolin is also an instrument. Shouts to mandolin. Puerto Black 3001 said chess and mousetrap.
I'm not mad at either one of those.
Chess is a kitchen tool.
Yes.
And mousetrap is what you can find right now.
We're talking about the best board games. What do people have to say?
Von Gum said sorry. I did like sorry.
It's funny reading that because I think it's like a mistake, and then I'm like, well, what are they talking about? It's the game, sorry.
Rio Mudasim said Monopoly and Candyland.
Okay, both solid choices.
Yeah, well, are you going to say anything bad about any one of these?
Yes.
Like, Monopoly takes too long, people cheat.
How do you pronounce that?
Monopoly.
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 Takes too long, and people cheat.
Yeah.
It's Joe Budden.
Yeah, that's a sub.
That's right.
Kyrie the Great also said Monopoly easy. Mm-hmm. Spizzy Spose said he doesn't need the shout out.
So not shouting out Spizzy Spose.
I refuse to shout out Spizzy Spose.
Not today.
But it's Settlers of Catan, and a big shout out to Cousin Stizz.
I only know that board game from, wasn't it like
Settlers of Catan just seems like even dorkier than any other board game.
What?
It just feels like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but wasn't there a TV show that made fun of it or referenced it? Settlers of Catan. Was it The Office?
No, it wasn't The Office. No, I don't think it was The Office. I think it might have been like Community or something.
Never watched Community, so I don't think it's that.
Whatever.
Settlers of Catan.
Shaun the Robot said Monopoly.
Yep.
Give him a hotel.
Shout out to him.
Mafia is Elite said Pizza 91. Mafia Wars was the Facebook game.
I think you got that backwards.
What? Facebook games are Mafia Wars?
No. You just said Mafia said Pizza
No.
91. That's
No,
what you
I said
said.
Mafia is Elite said Pizza 91.
Do you understand where it sounds like Mafia is Elite is the name?
All right, if you're out there and you're still listening, the user Pizza91 said Mafia is Elite.
Okay.
I never played Mafia. Blackberry23 said sorry. Nelson knows Lennis Nelson said no shout out needed.
All right.
No shout out to him. But Risk is the best game ever. That again feels like a game that takes forever.
What do you want in a board game?
I want a game that takes like an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Honestly, a pretty good bar.
I feel like Risk feels like it takes like days. Great Wall of Dorsch said sorry. Cannot wait for this one. Big fan of you all.
Big shout out to you.
Life of T said Settlers of Catan. Again, Nilk Nas said Trouble or Life, the best board games of all time. Hands down. I did enjoy Life, but the
game Life,
spinner
yeah.
would always come off.
Great
Trouble
game.
was a great game too. Jay Gatsby said Small Soldiers board game was top 2, and I'm not saying it's second. What is Small Soldiers?
I've never heard of it, but shout out to you anyway.
Nikki Yu says Operation. Didn't like Operation.
Why not?
Just felt like a lot of work for no reward.
Okay, that's fair. It probably is less than an hour though.
Here's what I like about Operation.
Yeah.
The commercial. Like water in the knee. Operation. John Sparks, our tall boy out in Toms River, New Jersey.
He's a beer?
He's a beer. He's also like 6'8" or something.
Yeah. I'm probably not 6'8", but all right.
6'9".
Yeah. This is my favorite
He's
board
a
game.
snitch.
Wow. People might not catch that on the first listen,
No, I think they will.
but when they go back.
Yeah. Anyway, he said the Star Wars version of Monopoly. Now, it's two things I don't like together.
You don't want to spend 3 hours plus and getting like
Chewbacca Avenue or whatever.
yeah. When you get 200 whatever like space denomination.
Get sent to like Ewok jail. I don't know. None of it. Jelani Carter, this is the last one, said don't break the ice, obviously. And I do remember Don't Break the Ice like existing. I never played it.
No one said Hungry Hippos. Very disappointing.
That's a great game.
Anything else, Jeff?
Yeah, Can't Tell Me Nothing said Taboo got to be top 5. Taboo was a great game.
And a so-so rapper. Jeff, as always, not for real.
He's a bad rapper.
We'll see you guys next week.